it really right Drake shit?
Oh yeah, it is.
It don't say that. Not on mine. Refresh it.
It did say that when I first logged in, but
Yeah, I mean we hadn't gone live. It probably on the invite. Probably didn't update. I told you did something. It took all the graphics out, but it shouldn't be. If it is, then let me know. Because
Hold on, let me see. I'm going on my yeah. It's still last week shit.
I don't know. It should update. I don't know. You gotta give it a second. I mean, we still gotta go because we still live, Jits. All right, so complex top 50 rappers. We're gonna go to rundown right now for everybody who know. Friends in the industry, #1 debate show, rap debate show online, on the internet, on the planet, in the universe, every month. Where, right? So everybody come in, make sure you hit the like, subscribe wherever you're watching from. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what else we on? Twitch. That's an ugly ass word, Twitch. But yeah, Twitch. Right, all of that, right?
the tube of the U.
Right. Get in, holler at us, friends in the chat. We love the comments. We love to hear the interaction and the thoughts, because you know, we understand that everybody knows more than us, right? All right, so topics of the day. Complex top 50 rappers, LA, New York, 2 different lists. We're not gonna debate the list really, right? We made a small edit to the West Coast list by adding a legend. We'll get to that when the list comes. Top 5 Southern producers. The producer of the show, Mr. Sanchez, aka ADG Hard on them tracks. He wanted to revisit that, had a few things on his mind that he wanted to get off his chest. Pause. All right, better albums. The Game versus Rick Ross. This real talk here. Y'all gonna hear it like we ain't really got nobody sponsoring us like that. We gonna tell you real about the catalogs, right? So we gonna examine that, closer look at that, and what's been trending this week. Jim Jones versus Nas versus Uncle Shannon Sharpe, Uncle Shay. Well, Jim Jones says
put up Shay.
Right. Jim Jones says he's more influential than Nasir Jones. All right, and then we're going to wrap it up. If y'all don't know, here at Friends of the Industry, we're starting a trend that where we do one topic that's not about music. It ain't a gossip column. It might be anything. Last week it was John Moran, Stephen A. Smith in our city, but we talked about that. This week is Tiffany Haddish saying that multiple baby mamas, or 3, any woman with more than 2 baby mamas is insane. So that's the rundown. Friends in the chat, y'all holler at us. We finna get the first topic going. And it is House Angels versus New York, right? Everybody had everything to say about the list. Everybody had their thoughts. We're not gonna debate the list though. Right? We understand that there were some names that probably weren't in order, but they did almost include everybody, whether it's in order or not. And I thought this was a great debate to have. A lot of people commented on this. But which city has a better list of rappers from 1 to 50, in your opinion? New York or LA?
Or I'm gonna say New York.
Yep.
Got the better list. When you talking about just pure rappers, they got way more just niggas who can just flat out rap on that New York list. It is disturbing picking New York and seeing Ice Spice at number 50. Like, I know it's somebody out there that could be at number 50.
I know. Can you give me a little vocal? Can you turn your vocals up
Turn
a
up a little bit?
Oh,
yeah.
How about that? Is that better?
I don't know. You probably need a little volume, but if you, I don't know.
Get a little closer. I am out here around a lot of noise.
It might be that's what it is. But yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. New York. I say New York. They got the purest amount of MCs on their list, so that's what I'm gonna roll with.
It is the Mecca. Go back to the list. It is the Mecca.
Yeah, I'm no disrespect to the West, man. Love the coast, man. That's number one, coast up. But it's like if we talking about rap, we talking about substance. I get more substance out the New York list, bro. Like just from a hip hop standpoint, I feel like New York offered lyricism and rap more. I feel like LA offered culture more. You know what I'm saying? It's two different blends of what you got from both sides. But if we just talking about rap, bro, I gotta get like to Ice Spice before I start talking about just real lack of creativity and shit. And I gotta get all the way
bad
to
ones on there though. It's some bad.
Yeah, like you know, I ain't too cool about Foxy and shit, but it's like, you know, over here it's like I'm already on Be Real, and Be Real was cool, but I like Cypress Hill more. And it's like Earl Sweatshirt, 22, like Drakeo the Ruler at 24.
Versus Chuck D at 22 on the New York list.
Is
right?
my point.
Slick Rick at 20. You got Dom Kennedy at 19th though. That's a solid 19th and 20. Warren G. Dom Kennedy. That's a solid too.
That's solid too.
Yeah.
And we know about the real. We know about the Dre's, the Kendricks, the Snoops, but it's like that don't carry over as heavy from generation to generation, decade to decade, as well as New York has created, you know, substance in hip hop. So that's why I'm rolling, man. Unfortunately, today the New York did defeat the West Coast in my book in this one.
2 for New York.
Yo, it's gonna be 3 for New York. Because goddamn, I mean, I agree with Ricochet. Yeah, LA is more focused on the culture of the West. New York, it's focused on the culture, but it's also about the art form too. Even that's where the art form came from. So Ice Spice at 50 is ridiculous. Complex need to be drug tested. But besides that though, yeah, I'm rolling with the East, bro, because New York, they like it's a wide variety of dope artists on that list.
Why did they blur out? Why is Fat Joe's name edited at 31st? What I mean,
I don't know.
I was trying to figure that out. What is that supposed to be?
Yeah, I was looking at that too, but it's
fat's an offensive word. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, it's an offensive word.
Fat is offensive now.
Yeah, so
you can't say nothing.
You can't say shit. Nothing.
You can't say big either. Pause. But yeah,
that's crazy. But
so Big Pun is cool.
But you can't say Fat Joe. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with New York City. Blueface at 50. That says a lot. Because why is he
Ice Spice? I'm taking Blueface over Ice Spice.
I think that is fine.
I would just rather die.
I feel you.
These Blueface is not.
But yeah, I mean, like LA, like nothing, no knock against LA, cause I love the West Side and shit, and I got some West Side homies. I fuck with them tough, and they make some dope shit. But if I gotta choose though, yeah, I'm going New York.
But I mean, it's we definitely gonna say that it's worth. I think it was worthy of a debate because of the influence. LA is heavy in the influence right now. Yeah, the crown, the king right now, the game right now is from LA.
Yeah, it's not a sweep by means of they didn't fight back. It's just that if you look at the East Coast list right now, think about the songs and the albums associated with what you remember easily off the top of your mind, and you do apply that same logic towards trying to read the West. So it's like Jay, Biggie, Nas, Rakim, LL, 50. Before you get out of your bag of songs you can think of about the influence of them artists that I just ran off, you gonna get to about 42 before it start becoming an issue for you.
Nigga, and you ain't even get the DMX. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't need to.
That's
So
crazy.
is New York by a landslide. All right, topic 1. Great debate. Probably thought somebody might have picked the West Coast.
They got
friends in the chat.
They got picked in the comments on Facebook.
Yeah,
okay, somebody said.
He
said where? He said LA.
He said I'm from the South and like the LA sound better. I really don't like some of the beats. I guess he's referring to like the East Coast.
In theory, the West connects to the South and sound a little bit through the kind of meet point at Houston. So I'm with you aesthetically how they could, how you can rock with the West, because sonically it's easy to rock with the West, but if you talking about classics though, I think the East got more.
Number 1 debate show, Rap's number 1 debate show. Like, subscribe, and tell us your thoughts. We gotta keep on reminding people that folks be coming in watching us. I don't know what y'all watching on, but yeah, subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, let us know.
Yeah, you ain't been on Club Shay Shay.
That's my Michelle.
That's my Michelle. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Next door.
We need a Shannon button in this bitch, man.
I got it. I just couldn't put it out. I tried to. It's coming. It's coming. All right. So next topic, we're gonna start with Sanchez, of course, on this, right? Choose your top 5 Southern producers of all time. We got Manny Fresh. Everybody know Manny. No particular order in the names that we saying, because we got some crazy names in the middle, at the bottom, pause, all of it, right? Manny Fresh, DJ Paul, Juicy J, they come together. Lil Jon, Mike Will, Drummer Boy, Zay Tobin, Beast by the Pound, Timberland, the Neptunes. And I know y'all don't say the Neptunes ain't from the South or whatever, but Virginia is considered the South, y'all, whatever if you're gonna put Timberland in too. Anyway, Jazzy Faye, Big Crit, probably the youngest one on there, but he deserves to be on there. Organized Noise, for those you don't know, that's the Dungeon family, producers, Outkast, all of that, right? Cool and Dre, Jermaine Dupri, and Shawty Red. And if we missed a name or two, we can add
definitely did.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. There's always somebody missing, but you can always add them in if you feel that way. It's your choice.
Never mind. You didn't miss him. I see him at the top. Don't worry about it. Top 5. Woo! You know I gotta go hometown, man. DJ Paul, Juicy J, of course. Damn. I can't fuck with Timberland, man. Not right now. Like the optics don't look too good, man. I'm a little disappointed in him. He ran here stealing people's shit. And I've been hearing stories about him, like, you know what I'm saying, prior to this, like for real. So this ain't nothing new. But my boy got to fall off that list a little bit, man. I gotta put him like in the around the late 10s or something like that. I mean, not late 10s, but like 9 or 10 or something like that.
The producer guys are angry with you for that, but go ahead.
Definitely. But yeah, DJ Paul, Juicy J. Okay. I gotta put Manny in there. Manny Fresh.
Okay.
Man,
give me a dog horse now. Don't be so safe, nigga. Give me a dog horse.
You can't deny Jermaine Dupri, bro. You gotta give Jermaine Dupri his fucking flowers, dog. That nigga, bruh. Yeah, you gotta get nigga.
Manny, Paul, and Juicy, and
Jermaine Dupri,
Jermaine and JD. Okay.
Paul and Juicy. That's one. We gonna count them as one. Goddamn it.
That's what I'm saying. They're one. That's cool. That's on the list as one.
I'm gonna say Beats by the Pound. Because, bro, they did some shit that was unheard of, bro.
Right, 4.
And can't put Shawty Red in there. And that's one of my favorite producers. No. You could, but you can't. I'ma go for that last spot, man. Damn, man, my boy Drummer boy, man. But I'm gonna go organize noise, man.
Then they got the same list I got. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat.
No Neptunes. The Neptunes are in top 5. Anybody's list. Okay. Neptunes. No Mike Will. No Lil Jon so far, right? Okay.
I think
I definitely don't have Jermaine Dupri in my top 5.
Yeah.
Lil Jon honorable mention, man. Lil Jon honorable mention.
Right.
Who you having on you want to go before I? Because I definitely Jermaine Dupri. He's dope. I fools with him, but
yeah. So Paul and Juicy, Jermaine Dupri, Manny, Organized Noise. Fuck it, Lil Jon.
he said,
Yeah.
Lil Jon. That's my
All right.
Okay.
Right.
I think in terms of like Southern, these the ones I'm gonna choose. I feel like had their run as producers in the South. All right, the people we already know: Manny Fresh, DJ Paul, and Juicy J. Right, unanimous. Mount Rushmore in the South of producers, probably the movement, right? Mm. Then you got Beats by the Pound. That's No Limit. Too impactful in the South, like can't be touched, and they did everything. The whole production team. Next would be Organized Noise, because Organized Noise is Outkast, and the influence of them in the South is unmatched. The greatest group of all time, arguably, without that. So I can't. Anyway, and you got the Dungeon Family and everything else that they did with all of that, right?
Can't forget Ludacris. A lot of motherfuckers in
from the A, right? They did more than just a Dungeon, right? They did Atlanta, right? And after that would have to be Timbaland, without a doubt in my mind, because it's still like impact run. Timbaland, no, I can't think of 5 other names on this list that were more impactful than Timbaland. It's probably the Neptunes, but then I would still even say the Neptunes come up behind Timbaland. That's just my opinion as far as impact and music. I got, you might have more like some dopeness from them, but these 5, in my opinion, were more impactful than everybody else. This is like, but yeah, y'all leave comments. Great debate. There's no wrong answer. Everybody on this list, like we always tell y'all, legendary. And the only one we mad at is Timbaland.
Yeah,
he the only one.
He the only one.
He the only one.
Sure, I'm aligned with Sanchez. Sanchez, did you say? You said without just confirm. You said Paul and Juicy.
Yup.
You said
Manny.
Organized Noise.
Organized Noise.
You said Beats by the Pound.
Yup.
You said Jermaine Dupri.
And who was your 5th?
That was the 5. You just named.
That was 5. Yup.
That was the 5?
Yup.
All right, bet. Okay, yeah. I think we had the exact same. I agree with you where you can't put Shawty Red, you can't put Zaytoven, and you can't put like the newer niggas. They didn't have a deep enough run as compared to the true South.
My question to y'all is this though. Let's debate this. So you think Jermaine Dupri had more of an influence and impact in the South than Timbaland as a producer?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about not as an R&B producer.
What?
I mean, in that he might lose.
We can't exclude nothing. We can't exclude that.
I thought we were talking about Southern rap.
It says Southern producers.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about. Okay, that's fine, but we can keep that. That's cool. So you saying Aaliyah, Missy? Okay, I still don't agree.
Genuine, Justin Timberlake, Nelly Furtado. Man, I can't even. Cisco, motherfucking Lil Bow Wow.
Janet Jackson's album, Lil Bow. Yeah, but you got the rap shit is lacking. The rap is
Usher.
There's no knock on Jermaine Dupri. Aaliyah, I said Aaliyah, Usher. That means I'm still going Aaliyah. Well, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'm going Aaliyah. I don't care.
I mean,
it's
like no knock to Prime Timbaland, Like, you know, there's one.
Nobody
There's one
wanted
of,
a Jermaine Dupri track, y'all. I'm false entry. I mean, nobody wanted a Jermaine
Shit.
Dupri track.
What? Nelly with grills.
Nah, I'm telling you in real time. Like we know Jay-Z did Money Ain't a Thing. We know, hey, 1942, that album. Jermaine Dupri album.
man,
No, I'm
come
just saying.
on,
But nah,
man.
Jermaine Dupri was a rapper for the kids. I mean, the producer for the kids. Bow Wow, Brat. Like, come on. Maybe because we were young, everybody liked it. I was a kid when Jermaine Dupri and So Def was popping. But I'm saying, in comparison to Timbaland, I'm just being real. I don't think it's more impact. He's more impactful.
But my thing about that though, Holiday, is that, like, bruh, we don't know if that's credible or not. Was that really Timbaland? You see what I'm saying?
That's a different discussion. That's a different discussion.
Okay, that's
a different
why.
discussion. Well, we can do this for every producer. I'm telling you, I can tell you some stories about all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
The biggest names that they've done that they ghost tracks, that they sell tracks under their name.
Yeah.
If it make money, it makes sense to them. So they do sell tracks under a different name. I just thought, y'all know me.
But it's a different story when you ghost producing, or you know what I'm saying, or you selling tracks with your name on it. That's a different thing. But when you selling material,
right? And I mean, they got stories. I got some stories about some more people on the list that I can't confirm.
How about this fact right here before we pass it off? JD is one of the only hip hop producers inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, which means that he's also behind tons of hits that he shaped as a writer, especially in R&B. Yes. When you talking about Usher's Confessions and Mariah's The Emancipation of Mimi, that led to both of those being diamond selling out. Mm-hmm. So
I believe Jermaine Dupri's a better R&B producer than Timbaland. But I think it's like I said, I think it's kind of Timbaland got enough in that realm and that lane for me to say, okay, he can get with him in that lane. Not Jermaine Dupri is the Don of R&B, but he can try. I don't think Jermaine Dupri can even compete with Timbaland and rap in that lane.
So question, what Timbaland track gonna move the club like JD Grills and Nelly?
What Timbaland track gonna move the club? All right.
Yeah.
Do I have to go? Okay, let's go to Timbaland track.
I can drop
you always want to do this. You want to ask niggas like you want to look up what?
Hey,
no.
Bro.
See,
hold on. Hey, all right. Hey, look, while you look that up, we got some comments in the chat, man. Okay, KT said his top 5 is Paul and Juicy, Lil Jon, Jermaine Dupri, Manny Fresh, and Beats by the Pound. No. John J. Quest, he said Drummer Boy, Zaytoven, Neptunes, Timbaland, and Crit.
I like that. That's Crit deserves his too, but that I put Crit in another lane. Period. I understand. Dual, you know. Hey,
Roger Road.
I want to
Roger Road.
Add Timbaland to my list. Get Lil Jon the fuck out of here.
You said who?
He said get Lil Jon the fuck out of here.
Y'all, I don't even like Timbaland tracks like that.
So why would you put him in your top 5?
Because I don't like Jermaine Dupri tracks either. It's not about y'all. Listen to this thing.
Sanchez, that's only because he's trying his best to not say "Promiscuous Girl" by Nelly Furtado featuring Justin Timberlake. That's his answer.
Because I know how to say. I know how to judge things.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you, but I know how to judge things without putting my heart in it because it's not about Holiday. Who Holiday likes.
Bro, we talking about Southern producers.
Right.
Nobody down here bumping the Pussycat Dolls.
Hey, bro, hey, we don't do that. See, you like to make your points and disrespect legends. Hey. I can make mine without doing it. Because I haven't disrespected Jermaine Dupri. Bro, Jermaine Dupri.
Hold on, real quick, Holiday. Let me ask somebody. Tag, Sanchez, tag, Anam. Did he not just disrespect JD and say he make kid music?
I just said it again. I said he produced children.
All right, bro. When I say
disrespectful, that's a fact.
When I'm not bumping,
that's a fact. It's not a fact,
bro. When I'm not bumping music that get played in Target on
so
the bread aisle.
He didn't play the Brat. He didn't produce the Brat.
Hold on. Timbaland actually had a baby crying in one of his beats, though.
He did.
Cool. That's cool. But I still miss you.
Love those little known Timbaland facts. Love that.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
for sure.
That's cool. That's cool. I know everybody's mad at Timbaland right now, but hey, still very impactful. One of the top producers of all time. We'll leave it at that, man. Y'all let us know your thoughts, your choices in the comments. Everybody on here that was mentioned was a legend. So let's not forget that, right? Shout out to Joe.
Oh,
Hey,
indeed.
and I was just cracking Joe. Jermaine Dupri's though. Like I said, I also said 1942 deserves to get played tonight after we get through doing the
You
show.
full
But
of
that
shit.
album was hard. That's what Blake.
Only
Jermaine
one
Dupri,
song.
last
on
point.
He
1942
full of
deserve
shit.
to play.
Yeah, he
Last
full of
point.
shit, Chad.
Last point. Well, I'm being real. Money. That's the creator of Bling Bling, Jermaine Dupri, not Lil Wayne.
Hey,
Look it up.
Roger Rose said he want to see Paul and Jay in more top 5 conversations. I totally agree with that.
They've been in all of them. They've been in every one of them that we had. Every one that we had. Top 5 most influential groups in the South. Mount Rushmore groups in the South. Now we on top 5 producers in the South. They get all the credit around here. Don't make us get to the top classic albums. One of the greatest album to ever come out the South was Mr. Don't Play, arguably. That we ain't did that debate, but you had to get 400 degrees. Carter 2 to run up on it.
We talked about
that.
We put the top albums, but we didn't say number 1. Who's the crown? Number 1.
I got you.
Most impactful album out the
right
South.
there, boy.
Yeah, that's gonna be an ugly one. And I'm gonna say off the top of my head right now, 400 degrees though.
Oh yeah, Holiday. We got another vote for Jermaine Dupri. Kimberly Renee said Jermaine Dupri greater than Timberland.
Okay, cool. No problem. I ain't got no problem with that. I just like to. Hey man, look, this is what we doing this for, right? It's no right or wrong. No right or wrong.
This girl.
Well, my stuff. Hey.
Hey, I like Target music too, bro. For real.
Hey, Ghost said we forgot Lil Jon. We ain't forget him.
We ain't forget him.
We took him
out.
out.
Go back to the list. Lil Jon got his own graphic, y'all. I ain't take him off. There you go. Hey, Lil Jon got his own graphic.
Anom took him off his top 5.
Okay.
I talked about for Timberland, man. I'm sorry.
ChatGPT said that wouldn't even be our hottest topic. I see y'all liked it though. Y'all liked it. Top producers top. Okay, I see Man on Fire. The Cartoon's the best album ever. Nah, you tripping on that. Nah,
he said all bodies.
No
debate. He keeping it real. He ain't finna talk about it, right?
Hold on, who said that?
Man on Fire in the comments right here.
Pat, PJ, stop.
Don't be hitting him with his gun, bro.
That don't even got nothing to do with the topic, bro. What are you
all right, let me hear
what
what
Man
on Fire
about?
got to say. Let's keep it on fire right now. Keep it moving. Let's go. The debate, the verses of the night. Whose album catalog is better? And I want to ask Man on Fire that. Let me know in the comments. Rick Ross, Ricky Rose, or Chuck Taylor, also known as The Game. Jason Taylor, to use his government. Whose catalog is better? Rick Ross, for those of you who don't know, we've been doing this a minute. We've been doing it before we was doing it like this. Rick Ross is undefeated so far in the debate of rapper album catalog, right? See? The Man on Fire just chooses Rick Ross, wins round 1. Look like a kid. Rick Ross, 1 vote for Ross so far. But y'all take a close look. The Game got a fan base. So yeah, anyway, just let everybody know that Rick Ross is very hard to beat when we talk about the album catalog. This is not including mixtapes, by the way.
You said not including mixtapes?
Not including mixtapes.
Yeah, it
ain't gonna make a difference.
It wouldn't, yeah.
Just let everybody know before people start mentioning projects that aren't included.
For sure.
In the album catalog.
I'm definitely.
So who you got and why?
Rolling with Ross, man. It's been that way since day one with me. Ross has one of the more impressive rap catalogs, period. I can't just say for a Southern nigga. I can't say for a Florida nigga. I think period, bro. Like, in the era he came up in, transcending that era into now's music, he's had no problem fitting in wherever the dynamic is. But The Game, strong era music relative. Like, beginning of G-Unit only. Like, that's about the only wave he created or was a part of that was bigger than him. Other than that, his albums are straight. Too long, not enough good songs, not enough songs that mean anything to me, but that's all my opinion. But Ross he's sustained the more quality structure over his brand and the type of music he makes over a long period of time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I got a list of albums, but The Game, the documentary, The Doctor's Advocate, Documentary 2, LAX, Jesus Piece, The Red
They're
album.
all dope now. All dope, but not understand. All of them
1992.
Y'all put me on the Jesus piece, John, too. 1992, kind of like mixtape-ish to me. But
it was
that
kind of
Jesus piece, John, I slept on that, and that was my fault, because that John,
Jesus piece did have some stank on it, what they say.
Yeah. So
Ross got Port of Miami, Triller, Deeper Than Rap, Teflon Don.
Sheesh.
God Forgives, I Don't.
Yeah.
My favorite album, Mastermind.
Yeah.
You got Rather You Than Me, Port of Miami 2, Richer Than I Ever Been, Too Good to Be True featuring Meek Mill. Bro, is
the last Richer Than I Ever Been, Too Good to Be True. It kind of,
mixtape-ish or fell off.
Richer Than I Ever Been was all right. It just didn't live up to the rest of it.
Black Market was one. I just looked over it.
Black Market was dope, but that's a mixtape, right?
It seemed like a mixtape.
Yeah, it's like a compilation, ain't it?
Yeah,
some of his mixtapes, Album and Anastasia, is like an album, though. What did he rap on that? I mean, what did he do that was mixtape?
On Black Market?
Album and Anastasia, what's the name of this shit? Rap? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't show that one, bro.
Hold up.
Hit my 911!
It might be one of them Dan Piff exclusives right there, my nigga.
Oh.
Nah, Albert Anastasia mixtape. Look it up. That's one of his most known. We had the Undertaker hat on.
Hold up.
I ain't never heard that
one. It's called Black Market.
Like the Albert Anastasia EP, y'all never seen this? Oh, let me show
Nah.
Hold on.
That's why I said the City Game was handed that joint out. I don't know what that is.
Nah, it's an actual release from Rick Ross.
So while y'all looking it up, I'm going Rick Ross
easily. I got you now.
Down.
Dude is, bro, like, I don't know.
Richer Than I Ever Been.
Y'all never seen this?
Not a day in my life.
Ever.
Nah, bro.
Mixtape Monkey. Man, I never heard of that shit.
You all said, Chance.
No, I'm just saying, like, I've never heard of that shit.
No, I've never heard of Albert Anastasia. I don't know why he would even call it.
Mixtapemonkey.com.
I just clicked the first thing I saw, y'all. It says it came out with the Teflon Don, though. Diddy intro, MC Hammer, Blowing Money Fast. What Blowing Money Fast song?
I think I'm Big Meat. No, this just a compilation, bro.
I know, but I'm saying, what was the album before this that came? I mean, after
Teflon Don.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that shit is some UK exclusive. We good.
And probably some of the Rich Forever shit too.
Yeah, that's what it is, mixed in. But yeah. All right. So Rick Ross remains undefeated. Now, let me ask this. Let's try to switch it up. Which debut was better though? The documentary or Port of Miami?
Documentary.
Yeah, documentary.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at Holiday trying to make sure everybody gets some love and shit.
No, I'm just saying in my mind, I just thought about that.
Man,
I go with documentary. It might be closer than we think.
What you think, AD?
What you think, AJ?
I don't know. Port of Miami was a motherfucker, bro.
It might be one of my least favorite albums from him, though.
But hey, when How We Do dropped, though, How We Do sold us the album before we copped the album, and the album was hard.
It was a bop, yeah. It was
the
a
album
bop.
Was hard. We was bumping the outro. Remember, he rapping about having a baby and shit. We were bumping the outro on documentary.
Hard. Yeah, that joint, G-Unit movement, all of that was hard.
LAX might be my favorite.
Hustling.
Yeah, I think it took Port of Miami a little longer to catch on than it did documentary. For me. Like when they first dropped, documentary slapped from Jump Street.
Yeah, from Jump Street, right.
Get Rich or Die Trying kind of made you want to hear more Aftermath stuff versus Ross came out of nowhere, so we had to adapt to him before he really took off like that.
And then it's that typical Dre cheat code, bro. We assume the shit gonna be good before it even come out because Dre involved.
Because it was Aftermath, it was like, all right, I
got it. For sure.
I hear you shit, but man, look, bro. Oh no,
I know.
Man.
Hey, Sanchez, I feel
you. Oh no, man.
When Ross was dropping that album, everybody was on Ross and shit. Like, folks was remixing every day. I'm hustling like a motherfucker. So you right to that point. He was hot.
No, man.
I think Game got the better debut. I think just the better debut, not the better catalog.
Not the better catalog. I'm with you on that. I don't know. I gotta say, I just feel like I give him the better catalog. Ross we're gonna have to do some Ross versus. Well, Ross ain't finna beat Kanye, so Ross can beat everybody else, but like the top 3 people.
Ross will beat out everybody.
Ross beat T.I., right? We picked Ross over T.I.
I think we did.
Ross beat Jeezy. He beat T.I. He beat The Game. The only one that could probably beat him is Kanye. Would Jay-Z beat the Ross? Only time will tell. I ain't even say nothing right now.
Debate, bro, but Jay-Z fucked up a lot of momentum with Blueprint 2 and 3.
That's gonna probably be the next one. You say he switched up a lot of momentum with what? Blueprint?
He fucked up a lot of momentum when he dropped Blueprint 2 and 3, if you ask me. I hated both them motherfuckers.
Nah, I ain't hate 3, but I could have done without the dope
album. That shit with New York, that shit with Alicia Keys on it, and that shit with J. Cole, sleep juice. I can't.
I don't hate those. But he also got Kingdom Come too, so that we always forget about. Not Kingdom Come, I say Watch the Throne, my fault. That we always forget about. That's included in his catalog. That's a classic.
Mm-hmm. Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Shit.
Picasso, baby. So yeah.
Picasso.
It don't get good, I'll tell you that. And I hated 444. So
he got more, so we'll see.
We'll see for sure. It's a conversation, man.
Right. We'll see how it
never
goes.
been on Club Shay Shay.
All right, so let's get to what everybody is talking about on the internet right now. Jim Jones, Jimmy, Capo, says he has more influence than Nas. As we can see the comparisons in age, Spotify listeners, net worth, singles released, Billboard high interest, platinum album. Jim Jones loses in every category. It ain't close. But let's go to the comments, see how it all started, then we're going to see what everybody got to say.
My boy said Magna Carta Holy failed.
22. He's born. These kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
But he knows
my son can't tell you one Nas record. Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the Billboard entries, pull up Nas Billboard entries, then pull up my Billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two.
No, I want to go down the line now because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
So these comments then led to Jim Jones being a guest on Shannon Sharpe's Nightcap with Ocho Cinco, and they got into it over the.
These kids are.
Oh, that's what he said first.
Shut the fuck up.
Boy. Hey, a warning for all. If you end up on Nightcap, please don't disrespect, huh?
That's right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
You said that
but listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit of run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like, he never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit. And we used to see him on TV. He had one of the
Man, hey, bro, I got to pause it. Look at this man's face. Jim Jones ain't paying attention.
He's so mad, man.
One of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, from the movie Belly was fire, but after that he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes? You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys, you heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm gonna change man stuff for law. Can you dig?
Nah, look, I'm putting it like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been in this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
Y'all
but look
ain't
how
ever
you
with
dress. Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in. The
But
things that we, listen to
I
me,
can
the
be in the
things-
church
the
house.
thi-
You can't
the
F with Nas
things
lyrics.
that we.
I don't know who told you that. Now look, y'all know you on that good stuff, but
you
you're not seeing Nas.
Bro,
You're
it's a
not
bunch
seeing
of
Nas, bro.
You got a bunch
Let's
of
be
40 and
real.
50 You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better
It
than
don't
Nas.
matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody,
all
listen,
in your,
ain't
all in your
nobody from
film.
Dipset gonna
Shannon,
take you
that
over
shirt-
Nas.
that
Nobody
shirt
from the
too-
Diplomats
that
but
shirt-
you.
That
Hey,
shirt
I got
too
it.
tight.
Hold on,
You
Jimmy.
can't
Hold
F
on.
with Nas.
That shirt too
Let's be
tight.
real.
Hold on.
That
Jimmy,
shirt's too
Jimmy.
tight. You want to go back
hold
to
on.
I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back to
No, but I'm
the
just
history,
saying,
bro.
for you to
Don't
even
do
say
that,
that.
bro. Don't do that, bro. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Jim Jones made a point for like the younger people who don't remember. Like I really mean it. In real time when it was happening, the Jim Jones was talking crazy to Nas. Like into that lane with that last name, that ain't yours. That's mine too. When I see you, I'm gonna smack that kufi off your head. You know what I mean? I mean, they was running up on everybody. Cam them didn't care about nobody. So he was telling the truth on that. They been having a history of him disrespecting Nas publicly. But nobody ever agreed with it. Nas never cared because he never did anything to Nas and his image about who it is. Just telling the truth about that. I wanted to make that point. But yeah, Jim Jones lost his damn mind. Pretty much understood from everybody.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, so yeah, to give an update, since I know it, like this ain't nothing to debate. It's just something to talk about, y'all, because it's really no debate. We just laughing, and this is trending. It's trending in the culture. And look, some people like Jim Jones. It was a little 22-year-old dude that made the point that Jim Jones is more influential than Nas. That started it out. That video started trending. He said Jim Jones brought in True Religion, Chrome Hearts, all of this stuff, fashion-wise. And I'm going to say this, Jim Jones is smart enough to do all this to get us talking about Jim Jones right now. Because there's no other way.
Only relative to where you are, though, because if I walked in the house right now and asked any one of my sons, who is Jim Jones, they don't know. They don't have a clue.
You think they got a better chance of knowing him than Nas?
No. You know me, I put it to the test.
Yeah, fine. I mean, just fine. That's a good one to see. Because I don't know. He said.
Let me see. I'm going to call him out here.
Because they be knowing some people that we don't be knowing. Like, I'd be surprised at who they be knowing. The OGs, they know. They won't know Ludacris, but then they'll know, like, Mac 10 or something. Like, how y'all know him? Because Mac 10
like,
be banging.
If they associated with something that you associate with, you know what's trending with you, though.
Yeah.
It's a
Nas got movies.
Huh?
Nah, I mean, Nas got movies, so they might know him from that, too, though.
What movie?
Belly. You don't think Younger seen that?
No.
Nah.
They haven't seen Belly? Okay.
We set the trends is more recent. Like, the youngins ain't gonna follow you into your movies and shit like that and carry their respect for your music. Like, Joey Badass is a great actor on Power. They don't give a fuck about his music. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the other
Right. Right.
Look at my boy.
So this Jim Jones giving an update. Jim Jones actually be conditioning though. He ain't, like I said, I had to take up for him. The man he does work out every day.
He got them Tommy Pickle legs.
Boy, them motherfuckers look like they finna snap.
That's what he said. He went on his what you saying, no?
If I asked you Jim Jones versus Nas, do you know who either one of them is? You know who Nas is? A little bit.
Okay.
You know who Jim Jones is? Yeah. No. Jim Jones or Nas? Do you know either one of them? You know Nas? All right,
well. Cool. Jim Jones, you lied to yourself. We knew that anyway, but so.
Because for the ones who not in the fashion culture, they don't give a fuck about Chrome Hearts. It's about the albums.
Right. That's why I said it's relative to where you at. Like somebody from New York can say, yeah, Jim Jones is more influential because you're in New York.
Right.
What's up? Where you come from?
But New York wouldn't say that with Nas. Nas is from New York too. Like,
but you know, New York hold it to a different standard though. Like,
you had to go to Harlem, bro, to get there.
No, them new kids, yeah, them Ice Spice kids, them 1920s, they probably fucking with Jim.
Yeah,
because he's still active in that aesthetic.
Yeah, he's
still on the block. Yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah.
Let's check this
and he
out.
connected with all the young artists. Like Nas is in an art gallery sipping wine.
What young artists from New York?
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Hilarious.
Next door.
Hey, yo, Shannon, did you work out today? You talking all that shit.
My legs look fake, bro.
Is he skip legs day?
I do warrior sets. These pull-ups with resistant bands, bro. Can you even lift your own body weight? You can all lift a bunch of weight. But can you lift your own body weight, big fella? The world wants to know. When you gonna meet us in the gym? Huh?
Daddy.
That's what the world wants to know. So when you gonna meet us in the gym? Please tell me that.
All right, so I can't take a man breathing that hard on. I got the earpiece. I can't. I'm cool on all that. I hear you, Jimmy. I hear you, but we don't agree. We don't believe you. Good marketing though. I can deal with this way better than him dissing somebody like Pusha T though. That's why I said Jim Jones and Pusha T, they got similar ways of doing things, but I just can't tolerate Pusha T. When I say Pusha T, that's Pusha T-E-A-T. Yeah. He always got some tea, some gossip that he's spilling on somebody.
Yeah, because Jim Jones, he's smoking Diddy dope right now.
Oh, yeah, he crazy for that. Then you want to work out with a Hall of Famer. And I don't care how old he is. It ain't no way I'm going to go and do anything athletic with Shannon Sharpe. That's
damn right.
Yeah, but look, he just wants some attention.
Jim know how to get it. He know how to get it.
Right, Jim did. Oh, right. Who let him get on that show anyway?
Shannon. Hey, one thing about Shannon, while he argued with that nigga about what platform he only talking to him on, Shannon want them engagements too, bro. So
yeah, he
invited that nigga on, bro. Like both the niggas playing each other.
Was you high? Was you smoking when you said that about now?
That man said, "Boy, I know you want some good stuff, but you ain't messing with Nas." He said you can't name a Nas song right now. You can't name a Nas song. Yeah, that shit was funny.
He was on his Ray Benzino, it seemed like. All right, last topic of the day. Tiffany Haddish says women with more than two baby daddies, brother, and a baby mama, same thing, are insane. We're going to get the reaction. And then we got a little piece, pause, from Kevin Gates that we're going to play too, because Kevin Gates wants to say his too. And every time Kevin Gates speaks on anything, it's viral. Let's get it. Get a little sound.
And here's my theory, and I could be completely wrong, and the internet probably gonna destroy me for this, but I think women that have more than two baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, because you're getting genetically modified too much. I think, okay, so this is what I know. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you. And those stem cells will always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you. And that is why, the Bible says you will only desire your husband. Correct? This is why you gotta use condoms, because that baby better get up inside you, and the uterus is very porous, much like the mouth, right? So when anything goes up in there, it automatically the uterus starts to absorb it. It starts going through the vaginal walls and all that, and the blood, it gets into the bloodstream, right? And so,
get in there.
So it takes like 6 weeks to get a man out of your system if you have unprotected sex, and it's because he's starting to bind to your DNA, right? And that's why it's couples, when they be together too long, they start looking alike. You start looking like him. Wow. Like, it's not, the guy don't start looking like her. She start looking like him, because he is genetically modifying her. And every time you get pregnant by him, you start to get modified, right? So if you get pregnant by multiple people, levels, right? That's multiple spirits, multiple thoughts, multiple modifications from different DNA strands to have mental stress. So, it's very evident. Like what I'm saying is very evident. It makes sense because, like, you got all these dating apps, all these women like free sex, free this, whatever. You know, I'm doing money. I'm living it. I'm exerting my sexuality and all this. And I don't care if I got 5 kids or 5 baby daddies, whatever. Usually, those bitches are mentally, they're struggling in so many different ways, not just financially, but also just like on where to focus, how to whatever, because you got too many different bloodlines in your living.
Too many kids. I mean, you
have mental illness. So that was my theory on sperm.
That makes sense. That's very,
and that's why you can't just. That's why you have to use condoms, ladies. That's why you have to use condoms. We cannot genetically modify men. Now, men, and here's my.
All right, so before we get everybody's response to all that, let's play, because I like what Kevin Gates said more than what she said. Let's go to Kevin Gates.
Interesting.
Kevin Gates is on the videos only 10 seconds.
Man,
in comparison to men and women.
Versus Tiffany Haddish is a hell of a selection. Go ahead.
That's not my first prayer to God. I didn't say, God, please bless me with a beautiful woman that got children that's not mine. That never was my prayer.
Play that one more time.
That's not my first prayer to God. I didn't say, God, please bless me with a beautiful woman that got children that's not mine. That never was my prayer.
Well, I think he was talking about old girl. What's her name? That he just got.
Brittany Renner.
That is not Joe Reed for divorcing Brittany Renner, but I like how he put it and trying to say that was not his prayer. That was not my prayer. Anyway, she said you gotta start using condoms, and I don't agree with it, but
it was a convoluted, very mixed up Trojan branding ad or some shit. I don't know if she's looking for a contract, but I feel like in 5 years she's gonna sound close to the Jaguar right with her stories. But in terms of where she at right now, she is making a point: have safe sex, practice safe sex. To the secondary point about modifications on the inside of yourself, I'm not well versed. Science was never really my thing. You can look that up though. He's stupid. He's stupid for that. But it's one of them things. It's not for me to generalize why women would have had their first and how they got to their second. I don't know if that's my opinion.
Right, it's too many. Yeah, right. I can't just say right. Yeah,
it's too many experiences that women have had, bro, that differentiate themselves. Where the first one was young and circumstantial, in love or out of love or assault, whatever have you. There's so many backgrounds to these
talking
things.
About so many grandmamas though, right now. Like that's my whole thing. Like,
right.
Probably
so they don't. Her viewpoint, I don't know if it decides for all women that how from baby daddy 1 to baby daddy 2. You substantiate somewhere in there that you crazy because of your process or progress. Everybody ain't got the same story, so I don't know what opinion to have on that one. But she's right. Purchase condoms.
For a lot of reasons.
For every reason. Just buy them to buy them. If you get in a bottle of water, buy a condom. It's just one of them. So that's all I got. What you think, Sanchez?
Well, first of all, you need to be wearing condoms if you chili dogging around this motherfucker.
Chili dogging. Chili dogging.
I ain't gonna lie, the shit, that was a crazy explanation, but it kind of made sense. You know what I'm saying? It kind of made sense to me a little bit.
Yeah.
I really don't care for what she said, but it's something to think about though. You know?
It's very crazy. I'm saying this though. The reason why it doesn't make sense, I don't see the trend in women in the past who had multiple baby fathers. Like in the early 1900s, they had multiple. They weren't crazy. They didn't have these same issues. Now
I'm sure she got a grandmama that got 7 siblings.
Right. They didn't. Women weren't like they are now, and so you can't really excuse that with the reason why. Oh, they got all the multiple baby dads. That's why they crazy. And then I can show you a woman that has that who's not insane. So how would she say, well, that woman there, she has multiple mixtures of batter in her, as you say. Why is she not insane?
Diddy, first of all, is upset about the waste of all this batter. I just want to throw that out there. But
Tiffany?
Diddy. Yeah, no. I mean, to her point, shit, they going crazy dealing with several niggas at one time, if anything. Shit, I think that's where they go crazy. I don't know about the sperm tree that's growing inside of them.
No, but Cassie is married with children. Tiffany, you is just Tiffany Haddish out here. Just.
You said who married with children?
Cassie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm saying you can say what you want. She got a lot of baby batter in her, but I mean, hey, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if it was just in her, but that's for a whole.
But that's all in the trial. That's in the whole trial.
Yeah,
Diddy said, "Nah, y'all let you
to decide."
I hate you, Diddler.
Free Cassie.
Diddler said, "What Diddler said? You can't wear a condom."
Hey, we got some comments on Facebook.
All right, let's hear it.
Kimberly Renee, she said, "I'm a whole nurse. And she lost me with the genetic modifications and stem cells behind the eyes or whatever she was talking about."
Mine.
Eyes.
What? She said if you add water with baking soda, you end up with a nigga.
I mean, she can't really talk anyway. Tiffany ain't like, she can't say that though, bro. Like, you, okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Somebody don't get man on fire out of the comments.
Oh man,
right, so he going in.
He's out of pocket.
Ain't nothing we can do about that. Ain't nothing we can do about that. He done took over the chat on the stream, man. Man on fire chat of the day. He hangs.
Raw dog.
Raw dog is insane.
Well, let me say this. Let's ask this: is she really wrong if it causes people to try to be more conscious about who they had unprotected sex with? If it can influence them.
No, if what she said bought 3 more condoms today, she all right.
Right. No, for real. Because I be going to the gas station. I be like, that condom bucket been full since I've been coming here for the past 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know if folks think a Four Loko is just going to cleanse it and sanitize you or what, but...
No, that just do be full all the time.
It's always full. I'm like, it's
never
always
empty.
Full. It's like you never
empty.
need to fill it up. Like, I got some more coming. Like, when?
Ain't it? Like he don't never say like, yeah, man, I'm running a little low. You lucky.
Nah, he like you buy one. He be like, you want this?
Yeah, Tiffany, we appreciate your good naturedness and making sure that you know we got less Magics running around here, Magic Johnsons, but the approach was horrendous. I don't know. We had to go to Biochem just to get that shit done, and I ain't learned that.
So pretty much what Ricochet saying is, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Hated it. All right, so here's the rundown. The rundown is Complex top 50 rappers, LA versus New York. New York won, even though he showed a lot of love and respect to LA. Love to the left side, to the left coast. Top 5 Southern producers. Now that was different. Y'all take that back. We had 3 different selections. Right? Jermaine Dupri, it ended up being Jermaine Dupri versus Timberland. In a way, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll revisit that when we come back. We always have to revisit the producers talk. But yeah, better albums. Rick Ross is still undefeated knockout. Game tried his best. Rick Ross 3-0 so far. Jim Jones lost his damn mind. We all agreed on that. Jim Jones out his damn mind. Shit them. To quote Uncle Shay, right? And Tiffany Haddish, she need to go to medical school. And
or stay out of it.
Start speaking on her. Yeah, before you start speaking on her, right?
Bitch need to go to Concord.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all lay it down. Bump Grills by Jermaine Dupri and Sexy Back by Timberland, man. So get your day started right now.
And bump that 1942. Everybody thought I flies. Man, go bump that Jermaine Dupri.
He still flies. He still flies.
I'm not flogging. That's a classic.
Song,
that's a Southern classic album.
Just bump one song.
No. Check the whole album out. That's all he knows, y'all. That's all he knows from 1940.
It is.
That's what he's telling you.
Because I didn't listen to the promotional CD that came with a Lugs boot. So you're right. I just listened to one song.
Nobody wore Lugs back then. Not when they came. Lugs wouldn't out yet. All right. They say Jello got a new hit coming out.
I think I'm over the whole 2000s experiment that's been
it worked out fast, bro. Even he had Tweaker, and then he bounced back with the one featuring Glow. It still didn't do nothing.
Nah, it's just he got a new. They said Jello got another one. I'm like, they paying y'all boys spending all y'all NBA checks trying to get this man.
It might be. Is it in Law and Order, Jake?
It's over with. It's over with. I'm telling you.
2 guns on my hip. That bitch sound like Law and Order. Yeah,
it ain't that.
What does that even mean?
Now Jello like a
when it come on the bang,
without
the
bubble.
sound, the look. I'm thinking.
Okay. All right, bet.
I'm thinking. Maybe I could be wrong. Yeah, but
I think the album come out next weekend or some shit. So
Jello gonna drop the album. Who dropping it? Def Jam? Def Jam dropping it, right?
Yeah, it's called A League of My Own. It's a good title considering his NBA career.
It's gonna be just like that. What just came out this past weekend? That Dave East and Young Chris that we always know.
Dave East and Young Chris. If some of you niggas watching is gonna claim that's a class about tomorrow evening, that shit's terrible, man.
If I could go in the hot tub time machine 20 years ago, probably man. Dave East is, like I said, he sold at Dollar Tree too. Like I always say.
Boy, Dave East, Wale, and Big Sean. The list grows longer by the way.
Y'all hard on Big Sean, dog. Y'all hard.
Nah, I'm not doing it. That's him. Wale and Big Sean. No, I'm not putting it with Dave East. Hell no. I'm not putting it with him.
Castanet on none of them niggas.
He don't know. He don't know Dave East. That's on him. Dave East came out, 5-6 years ago?
Yeah,
what should he know? What should he know?
I'm just saying.
Where do they play Dave East?
All right, so before we get out of here, last minute, Oprah and TD Jakes denied being at Diddy parties, even though they got multiple pictures of Oprah with the bottle. Let's go, Diddy! Everybody's in the car! Diddy, yeah! They got her at the party. So they got her at TD Jakes said, I have never been in there. I went in there to pray with him, and I went right out.
Hey, TD Jakes got a clip from like the other year where he was like, I was swallowed.
Have you ever been swallowed?
What?
Wait. Shackle this man.
I'm like, what was he doing? I'm
saturated. Saturated. Hey, man.
I'm moist.
Boy. And the Diddler trial is going to commence soon, chat, so we'll be discussing that. Apparently, Diddy and his lawyers have agreed that he has nobody speaking on his defense, so the jury will have it in their hands. Pause pretty soon. Because we know Diddy likes stuff in folks' hands.
Anything else from the friends before we get out of here?
Nah, man, just appreciate the support. Keep watching, follow, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's it.
What bro said? And Memphis, stop burning up party buses.
And before we go, KD ain't gonna do shit at the Rockets.
H-time.
All right, y'all?
H-time.
Hey, what is that?
How I get the graphics?
Because just your phone doing. You got the phone.
You know what, bro? I'm on the laptop.
Oh yeah, you know if you do certain hand gestures that make the screen, yeah.
Yeah, H-time.
That shit
hilarious,
ain't working for me.
This nigga got a whole Michael Jackson Rock With You setting in the phone and shit.
Hey, now I can't stop doing it. Y'all better turn this motherfucker
He said, I can't stop doing it. He said, your ass gonna be in another dimension in a minute. He like, I ain't at home no more.
Yeah, it's going down.
All right, y'all, friends in the industry. We see y'all maybe in a couple days, maybe in a few days. We'll let you all know, but we'll definitely see us every Sunday, 8 p.m. Right? Friends in the industry. As y'all can see, they having fun in the background.
Well, I can't get a Lakers at 5 reaction.
And we gone.